What up, guys? Hey, Daniel's already said hello. Hello,
Look at that.
Daniel.
Look at that.
Hey,
That's
hey,
awesome. That's
Daniel
awesome.
Berry.
You
Yep,
read
yep.
this better if we
Anyway.
go like,
Guys, everybody, welcome to the show. How's everybody doing? Man, week after Thanksgiving. Man, I'll tell you, I got
Yep.
some good news. So I had
Yeah.
some good things happen this weekend.
Cool.
I actually got, so this is really, one thing's really exciting. Two things are really exciting. All right, maybe there's nothing really exciting, but it felt exciting to me. I love it.
but you were excited.
Yeah.
It may be exciting. It might not be exciting.
So I got rid of I finally sold the Jaguar. Here's what's funny.
Cool.
TJ called me. He was like, "Hey, dude, I got the Jaguar sold." I'm like, "Cool," and he got I got what I was asked for. Here's the funny thing: I got the Jaguar from Texas. I ordered it special order for Tamara, right?
Sure.
Okay.
And the people who bought it are in Texas, and so I don't know if they're coming this weekend. I don't know what's going on, but so the Jaguar, well, it's not currently here right now, but it's going to be gone for like forever. So that's awesome. So that's cool. So I've been trying to get it sold for some time. So I'm super excited about that.
Nice.
Also got to so I got rid of my David. You've been in my house, so you know the dining room is a wasted room in a house, in my opinion. So I mean, you've seen my farm table.
Well, it depends on how much you use it. Yeah.
But here's the thing: why wouldn't we just all eat at the farm table? And by the way, it's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's that? I wanted to ask you, like, so the whole thing with like your Jordan, all like that.
We'll talk about that later. But I think Jordan's totally down with it, and I get it. But his significant other is worried about. Like I was like, you guys can just have the master. I'll take the other side of the house. It's totally fine, right? But that's still relevant. That's a work in progress still. But anyway, he's had some negative things go on. He's got a family member on his dad's side that's really sick, and then
I'm sorry.
And then he's got his dog that he's had since he was 15. He had to put her down on Saturday.
Oh,
so that was rough. So Reagan had to sit by. You've taken care of Reagan before. Yeah, so she's a good dog and all that. But anyway, so raise glass to that. But no, so I got my dining room set. Everything in there is all gone, or not gone yet, but most of it's gone, right? And so I went and bought some bourbon chairs, those low body bourbon chairs.
You would mention it on your TikTok thing. You
Yes.
bought bourbon chairs. I wasn't sure what a bourbon chair was.
Well, I don't want to show you. I'm actually thinking about doing something here Saturday, maybe. So if you're available,
okay,
maybe doing it here Saturday. I've invited a few people already, but break in the bourbon chairs. But I'm also going to take my barrel with the vinyl and stuff. I'm gonna take it upstairs too, and I'm gonna put it in that same room. And then I got this brass like thing that fits perfectly in between them. And Jack's here, and then it's just gonna be a nice place to sit and have nice drinks and talk. And I'm gonna put them towards the other direction, like facing the other way, so you can look outside and stuff like that. But I think it's gonna open up that room a whole lot more and make it much more, comfortable for what I like to do,
Okay, cool.
And no, you can't because you smoke those wacky cigars.
So if you guys can see the comments are showing up on screen now, I can turn that off so if anybody wants to get fun.
And we can definitely smoke cigars in there, but we're not smoking.
Can I smoke my cigars in your house?
We're not. No, I don't mind that because all my furniture's leather, but I'm not going to smoke
the cigars that he's referring to.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Y'all can go to the woods and do that.
Yeah, that's an outside kind of smoke.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe you guys can find a mate out there that's another skunk. Anyhow, love, hit the hit the notifications on, subscribe to us, all that. Hey, dude. So we were thinking about the show today. I actually thought we came up with a pretty good idea. All of us, we kind of take for granted that we know how to taste. We can't even be serious sometimes.
I don't even have to show the comment anymore. It's just there now. This is so great.
Hey, it's what it is, man.
See, man, no one can stop you, buddy. Except me, I will if I have to.
But no. So we kind of take for granted that we all drink bourbon all the time, and we know what kind of bourbon we want and what we're looking for, the notes we're looking for, and how we're going to drink it, how we would prefer it, whether we want it neat or whether we want it with rocks on it or with a huge crystal, ice ball in it or whatever.
Clear ice.
Clear ice.
This neat thing the other day, and I think I'm going to buy one. It's a chiller that you set your glass down in.
Okay.
That's cool.
So you're not sitting there with ice water down your liquor, but you're still having it chilled. I like mine chilled.
But
And
there's
so-
still part of that though, is you want to have, like, it's the same thing with using different glasses. Like this type of Glencairn is much different than a different, like a standard Glencairn, right?
Yeah, same with this one.
It's also it's also different than that is more closer. If it was more of a stem, it would be much more closer to like a brandy.
And see, this is more of a nosing glass, I would say.
Yeah.
Good.
but
Dave could even probably get his nose in there.
Almost.
See, he would use
Close.
he would use a normal rocks glass.
I used to use like a bowl,
5-gallon pail.
Nose in there. Let's get a bowl.
But no,
I can hinge it around the nose.
So I was sitting here thinking about it, and we all pick up different things, and we do talk about the notes at times. I will tell you this: I did find some Bardstown this week, so I've been pretty stoked about that.
Nice.
I had to go to Tark's place, and he wasn't there, so he wasn't even there to pick on me. And what was funny is one of his guys, he's a great salesman. He was like, so you going to go home and watch the game? I'm like, dude, I've been moving stuff all day. Like, I'm cleaning out the house. I'm doing stuff to make this place. I mean, it's almost 4,000 square feet. I want to make this the dopest bachelor pad on earth. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it into everything's leather. I did get the Christmas trees both decorated. My boys came over, and and what's funny is you want to talk about something that would have been funny as a show idea. So I was like, hey, what do you guys want to do now? You want to go watch football? And they're like, nah, Dad, we're gonna play poker. And so they sat there for like 2 hours playing poker with real chips and all this stuff, and they were having a great time. So I raised them right.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
But anyway, I think we're going to talk about, the title of the show tonight is, essentially drinking whiskey like a pro. Now, it doesn't mean you're hammering it down like some drunkard in a plastic bottle and having a good time.
That's not what pros do.
No.
I mean, that's a different type of pro.
Yeah,
This is true.
That's more like a problem. Like you have one if you drink. Like
Yeah. So I want us to talk about for example, we'll start with just like what we normally have our setup. So like I prefer a Glencairn or one of these. I'm not sure what kind of Glencairn it is called. It's not called a Glencairn, but it's like a fluting glass, I guess.
Yes, I got one similar to that.
I got them from Bardstown. Again, I'm kind of a Bardstown fanboy. I'm an investor, so please don't take everything about Bardstown.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, because I don't mention it every single time. No.
Which one was it again? It was
Bardstown.
That's in Tennessee.
No, it's not in Tennessee. It's in Kentucky, which is funny because I just talked to them. I talked to them on Wednesday because I'm thinking about going. What are you doing?
I'm putting on my ascot.
Oh,
Jesus.
He said that like it was the most normal thing that anyone should be doing at this point in time.
But
I need to be prim and proper.
You're about to get a shave from Sweeney Todd over there.
There you go.
I thought you were getting ready to rob something. I'm like, dude, are you going back to COVID days? What are we doing here?
Robbing the train. Oh.
There he is.
Oh my God. Anyway, so I want to start there. Glassware. What is your preference on what you drink? And then do you put ice in it? And by the way, if you put ice in it, why do you put ice? For me, I like to open up a lot more of the flavors. And I've noticed that that when I put ice in it, the waters in it itself will actually open up more of what I like of the flavors. Plus, it also kind of proofs it down a little bit. If it's a higher proof, I'm not going to lie to you. And which means I can drink a little bit more of it, right? So so that's kind of where I'm at. So what about the rest of you guys?
In terms of, go for it.
I have various glasswares, like I was showing you. I got this one here that I enjoy when I'm having something brand new that I've never tried before. I enjoy using this glass for that. I can pick up a lot of the aromas better for myself. And as you can see, it's in there neat, but I'll be changing off of that once and the other one, I have other glasses. Matter of fact, I've already got the cube sitting in this one. And it's also a little fluted, but not to that extent. But I can have the ice in there. And I like to have the ice in there because I like to have my beverages chilled. Not necessarily to open it up. It does open up the profiles a little bit more, especially when I'm having the rise. I can, the rise get to me, just that a little bit more complexity comes out in them. I mean, by far, I'm nowhere near an expert as far as what I can taste on the palate and nosing and all that stuff. Not to the degree that Chuck can do, the Godfather. But yeah, it helps me identify more things to it. And like I said, I prefer my beverages chilled. So twofold.
Well, there is a difference between chilled and then with ice in it too, because if it's chilled, you can do 3 different things. You can do a chilled glass. That's one. Yeah. And you get a little bit of condensation that will go on the inside of the glass that may open it very sprightly, right? Then you can have, like James likes to take a neat and pour water in it, a couple drops of water to open it up.
Okay.
So it'd be chilled water on that case. So who knows if he has a chilled glass or not? I don't know that he actually cares that much, but he does like to drop a few drops of water in it to open it up a little bit. And then like me, I prefer not like a bunch of ice, but I like to have a piece of ice in there just so, I don't know. It just feels like it. One is it kind of control for me. It's several things. I don't like to drink a whole lot. I just like enough to feel pretty good and stuff of that nature. But I still want to work tomorrow. Still want to be a professional, right?
Yeah.
And so like one of these, let's just say I did a Russo pour on this, like Steven did that time with that. What was that called? Obtainium.
Obtainium. Yeah.
I think you have that at the house now, don't you?
I actually don't anymore because I gave it away as well.
Oh,
Because it was like fucking like 80% alcohol or some shit. It was like
holy balls.
Yeah, it's basically just a fucking. Like,
I want to say it's
fireball.
178 or something like that. Is what it was.
Something like that.
Everclear.
Yeah. It was really
well, he did a Russo pour of that when he came over for a tasting one time.
Yeah, and he stayed there, didn't
Wow.
Oh, but yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And by the way, Russo pour is where it barely floats over top of the glass.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's
like
got
the
a little
surface
dome over
tension
it.
is only something from spilling. Yeah.
By the way,
you
that
see a
thing
little
that
bulb on it, and and his name is Russo that came up with it.
Yeah. So guys, if you want to drink like a pro, start by not doing that.
Yeah.
He's,
So if you
he's
go
having
to
a laugh because he has more money than sense, and he makes a living off of that. So
who are you talking about, Russo?
Russo, yeah. I ain't mad.
Well, I don't think he
really,
drinks that. I think he pours it that way and then called it that, and then you never see him drinking it.
No, I most of the time I've seen him drink it because I used to watch back when I was on Facebook. I was like, let's see if he's actually going to drink this shit, if he's just going to pour it to look fancy. And every time he did a video, he would pour it and he would drink the whole thing down right there. So,
but
I'm not saying it's necessarily better, but like he is doing it.
Go ahead, Jack. What were you gonna say?
That iceless chiller that I was telling you about is called a Vo-Chill.
Vo-Chill.
It's called a Vo-Chill. They have them for the stemless glasses, like that I would use in this nature. That would fit down in this thing, or for wine glasses with a stem. They got 2 different types, and I'm interested in getting one of those. I probably will just to see what it's like.
Well, let me know on it because I bought a. We're getting off topic.
Yeah,
Jack, what about you? As you fix your ascot.
I finish my ascot. It depends on what I'm doing. So when I get these things from Still Austin, I get these little handshake bottles to test. I'll definitely put them in a traditional Glencairn.
Right.
Yeah.
So that way, it's fluted to the point you're supposed to hold it from the bottom, so your temperature of your hand doesn't go through the glass and adjust the temperature. You're supposed to drink it room temperature. Blah 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 blah. Day to day, when I'm drinking, I'll use the aged in ore fluted glass. And
heavy base on that one.
Yeah, again, has a nice thick base on it. I do have some rocks glasses that have like an inch thick glass bottom on it.
Well, you know why that is? It's so it doesn't pick up the whatever you're sitting on. Well, it's not just condensation, but it's also so it doesn't pick up the temperature of whatever object that's on the outside of it. That's the reason why it's there.
Insulation.
Wow, we sound like nerds right now, but and I do that all day long. So,
and And then when I'm feeling bougie with the ascot, I'll definitely, when I'm feeling patriotic, the We the People glass. But this
I
one's
have
pretty
some
cool.
of those. David got me those, didn't you?
No, I get you the Columbia ones.
Yeah, the Columbia ones are awesome. I love those.
This one was actually from DC, from the National Archive.
Nice.
So I had to get that bot. This
is
one.
it etched or is it printed?
It's silk screened.
All right, so mine are silk screened as well, but now the Columbia glasses that I have that he got me, those are etched. Those are etched, and man, I tell you what, they're kind of like my I have a Shark Week glass. It's not a Shark Week. It has a Indian version, like a Northwest Makaha Indian, like Washington State, Olympic Peninsula Indians has their version of what a shark would look like on it, and it's etched, and I love it.
Cool.
So, but that's cool.
Well, I do like the etched ones better. Like I have one. It was a National Bourbon Barrel, one of their little rocks glasses, and the thing is like the decal or whatever is like slid. So like the National Bourbon, it actually went up. So like you can see the bottoms of the letters, but like the top of it is like cut in half, and it's like I don't even want to drink out of it because I feel like I'm just drinking the
letters,
basically. Yeah. It's a little bit weird. They kind of like circle it back.
Well, I think glasses.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to drinking like a pro, you do need to have some. I think it's important to have the right glassware, right?
And
I really do think
I'm not fancy at all. I like drinking out of this because it's funny. It says look it is the feelings I was trying to avoid, but it is just a heavy-footed rocks glass, which tends to be my preference anyway. I tend to not drink with ice, as you guys know. It's not that I won't. It's for me, especially the first time or even the first few times that I try a whiskey, like I want it just neat, like want to do it like quote unquote pure and see like
there are
what
a couple
it's really
ones I do
supposed to taste like. But then after that, you can kind of make adjustments. You're like, oh, you know what, this would be really good with a few drops of water in it, or with an ice cube or what have you to open it up. Or it might depend on the time of year. So like if it's really hot outside, and I'm hanging out with Jody drinking Buffalo Trace, I'm going to dump a bunch of ice in that glass. Like, I don't even care. Like, I've had, plenty of Buffalo Trace in my life. So, like, it's not like I'm missing out on what the experience.
You're not searching for the
neat, you know what I mean? So, like, I do like to try things out neat, but I'm not opposed to ice, especially for certain drinks.
There are certain drinks that I prefer neat. Like, if I'm having Eagle Rare 17, when I get it, I'm not ruining it. You're not going to fuck with it. I am not going to ruin it with anything. I'm going to have a stronger hand pour. Hopefully, it's going to cost me some money, and I'm going to take that as neat as possible. Another one that I love neat as well, though I have tried it with a slice. When I say a slice of ice, just a very it depends on if it's a rock glass or if it's a Glencairn, but like one piece of ice is. Which I was going to drink tonight just because I was the mood I was in, but Nelson Brothers honey. But I was like, you know what? I'm not drinking Nelson Brothers honey. I want to use that for opening up my my new sitting bourbon room this weekend. Hopefully having a few people here too. I mean, hopefully Dave will be here. Hopefully, there's a couple people that I've invited. I'm not going to name everybody, but I've reached out to a few people and have them come out and see if we can't christen the room. I'm also putting a new TV in the upstairs.
Nice.
Only because I had to measure it, so I couldn't go as big as I wanted up there because I'm getting ready to replace this one down here with an 85-inch at Christmas time.
Yeah,
but I could only put a 55 upstairs because of the slant of the roof. By the way, everybody still says I say roof wrong, and I think you're wrong.
It's not right or wrong. It's just you're speaking with a local accent kind of thing.
What local accent?
It's a California thing, apparently.
Okay. All right. So next,
or maybe a SoCal thing. I don't know. Like roof, because the only other people I've heard call it a roof are from Southern California.
Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say that. But anyway, so the next thing. So say we get a drink in there, and we want to try that drink out. And I still have a piece of ice in it from my previous drink, but this is not normally how I would do this if I was trying something for the first time. But you only use one nostril and you open up your mouth slightly. And it allows you to get some of the notes to come through. And it comes all the way across your olfactory and then down and then across the back of your tongue and comes out as part of your exhale. And that That's how you note or nose. I'm sorry, a bourbon. The other thing you can do is sometimes you can go, man, I wonder what my other side's thinking.
Mhm.
And you can do the other side as well.
Well,
Like for
you gotta
example,
back it up
for
a
me,
little bit.
what's that?
You got to back it up a little bit. First, you got to get a pretentious, brand new bottle that only people that are really hunting know what they're doing.
Well, I have a brand new bottle of barrel proof of that, and it was one of my last gifts I got to pay for from my previous. So,
Yeah. And then what you're supposed to do, honestly, is after you pour it, if I can get the freaking wrapper off, depending on the age statement,
you want to let it sit there.
you want to let it sit the amount of minutes for the age that it is. Let's go for this pop. Let's see.
See, I think that's a tater thing, to be honest with you.
It is too. But
I
I do leave mine sit with the top.
I agree to
off
let
a
it
little bit.
breathe. But
Yeah, I
is
do
there
too.
any-
It's kind of like a
what's
fine
the-
wine, but
Yeah.
think about it. If it's a 12 year, let's just say it's a 12 year. Say it's a Weller 12. I got some of that too recently. All right.
I didn't see that. Like in the hats, boys. Well, thank you, Full Send.
Full Simpo.
Full Send Pope.
Don't forget, you also need the neck pour.
I literally had I had to lecture somebody I work with who's into bourbon about the neck,
A neck pour?
thing. Yeah, because
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, that is not a thing. Like, just let it breathe. And,
Oh
Shake the bottle.
no! I
like
would cross.
it's
one of the-
oxidizing and it has nothing to do with where in the bottle.
Tell you what,
it's located.
bottle if bourbon aged in the bottle. By the way, that's another thing. We need to get rid of that
That's
myth.
another myth,
Bottle age.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a bottle age.
I don't know if anybody
Either-
actually believes that, but it was a funny joke with us.
Right, but no, I think there
Over
are-
Colonel Taylor. Speaking of, I had that bottle years ago,
Yeah.
and I didn't drink out of it because
one of the groups that I'm still a member with on the Facebook. Yeah, they were having a big long discussion about neck pours and this and that. I'm just sitting there, just kind of like,
Dude,
yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm not really in Facebook anymore, but I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to all that. For me, I'm doing a lot of stuff on TikTok, and I do it on TikTok because I enjoy. First of all, if you've noticed, I've kept it very positive for the most part, right? And that's what I want to keep doing. Even if I'm going through struggles and this, that, and whatever in my life, I want to try to keep it positive as humanly possible. Now, what Jack is doing right now is looking at so there's several things. You can look at if they have legs on it by once you flip it over and see if it
Legs.
The viscosity, how it clings to the glass.
Yep. And then you can also look at you're trying to do all the freaking centrifugal force and get some. We're getting an engineer in here, but
he's going full on the menu stare with goat.
But here's the other thing: like if you were to hold those two up, and I know the lighting's different between Jack's house and your house, you can see a clear distance, and his is a rye too, and his looks more like a bourbon than yours does, and yours is a bourbon.
Yeah,
Ugly has fingers.
So. It's not called fingers. It's called you're ugly.
No, my fingers. No.
Oh yeah.
I think you ought to buy when you. I think you ought to buy one of those mascots like what's his name off of Big Bang Theory wears. Holowitz wears not Holowitz. That's not his name. The engineer guy off of Big Bang. I love that show. Why can't I think of his name?
Wolowitz.
Thank you. I think you need to get an ascot like him. He wears an ascot with everything, whether it's a T-shirt or whatever. He has.
I know who you're talking about.
Or better yet, it's the Christmas time. What about on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where Eddie's wearing that white shirt with that black ascot, and you can see the square right here.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, it's great.
That's a good movie.
So that's what the nosing is. Now,
okay.
So
I also have this.
A nosing kit.
Okay.
So inside of it.
Oh, you try to match it to those?
Yeah, you have these little samples.
Ah.
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Match to it. Yeah.
Don't say chloroform.
Train.
Chloroform.
What's that smell like?
So, for instance, this one's rye. So I'm going to open up the rye, and then I can sniff this next to the glass.
I like how you see.
And try to see if I can train your nose and see if you can learn other things with it. And it's not horrible to like get a cheat sheet to see what else is in it, because sometimes it's pepper, caramel,
Well, I think on the nose, a lot of times you get more of the bright stuff. Like some of the for example, pepper would be definitely one of those. But like it's I don't know that you would get a lot of the warm caramels or even the honey. Well, that's not true. If it's King's, by the way, second best honey barrel that I've ever had in my life.
I'm actually enjoying this honey cask tonight.
I've never had that. Is that pretty good?
Oh damn. Yeah, I catch the honey right on the nose. And it does have an age statement on it. It took me a little while to find it. And that's why mine is, even though it's a rye, this is a honey cask rye. This is only aged for 3 years. So it did not have a lot of time in the oak.
Yeah, but how long was it? How long was it cast in the honey? Or
that it doesn't say. It just
they might have added. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what you want to see.
Look what he's got here.
That right there is how a true aged in honey looks like right there.
I was gonna go with Sex Panther, but it's made with real bits of panther.
There you go.
And you can see it right there in the bottle floating around. That little.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's honey. You can see the honey.
But no, this just says.
Oh yeah, that's in my top 3 by the way. Is their honey cask from Copper Sky? That is freaking good, man.
Yeah.
It does not say how long it was.
But unfortunately, they don't have it anymore. Copper Sky doesn't exist anymore.
It just says a minimum of 3 years in new American oak barrels.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, typically,
I even have a sample of the honey that came out of that cask.
Wow.
So what's cool is so what they typically do. So let's talk about that. So like my mom was asking me this the other day. She's like, she had to have some of this dark honey from Seagram's. I'm like, okay. She's like, it's like, you don't think you would like it? I'm like, I can guarantee I won't like it. She's like, and so she had me reach out to Michelle, and Michelle got her 4 bottles, and they were $9.99 a piece. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be some good shit right there, for sure, And she's like, you wouldn't try it? I'm like, I don't need to try it. I'm like, that's a preservative honey they put in it for the taste, and after the fact. And she's like, what are you talking about? And so I said,
explain to her that it's dosed,
right? So like Nelson Brothers, what's it called? The short barrel ones, the short barrel bees knees or whatever it's called. Them Kings, all that. What they do is, and of course Copper Sky did the same thing too, is they had barrels that had honey in them. Honey has been extracted from it, but the barrel still has the honey in it. Like it still has it into the oak and stuff. And so what they typically do is when a barrel or bourbon has made it to at least, it's bourbon, so it's been at least 4 years, they will take it out of there and they will put it in there for at least another 12 to 24 months into a honey cast. And it's just picking up some, and they rotate them. So like they don't rotate every day, but they rotate them like every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever. And they'll pick up a different side, the honey and all that. And so they'll get some dry notes, some sticky notes and stuff like that come part of it. But that sweetness is what you want. And then when you're picking up like one, and I've only seen 2 that's ever been like what Jack just showed a second ago. And that is Kings and Copper Sky. They're the only 2 I've ever seen where you can actually see the honey floating in it.
Nice.
All right. And Kings was so good. I remember I traded like a half case of Blanton's for that to Melvin. He had just gotten back from Kings.
Right. Yes, that's right.
This
one's batch 2 of their honey as well. This one was a store, well, not a store, but a club pick. And I think this one as well. Let's see here if we can.
Oh, by the way, Jack, you guys' address.
Yeah, you can see it.
Can you guys send him a personal message to where y'all's addresses are?
No, what's it?
Oh yeah. So this was another
Honey Bear. Yep, that's. Yeah. Mike did a good job, man, with that, man. He did. Mike Root did a great job with that. I hate that he's out of the scene now. Is he back up in Boston now, or is he in New York?
No, he's up in was it New Hampshire? I thought somewhere up in the Midwest, upper Mid-East, whatever.
I was gonna say New Hampshire is not the Midwest. I don't know if you know geography at all, but that's not where I would call that.
Close enough. But yeah, there's all my Copper Sky stuff I got put out.
The thing I was going to mention, well, I guess while we're all just going to hang on that. when it comes to like, we're talking about like drinking like a pro and tasting notes and how to do this. So like, I think for people who are not necessarily all that experienced with this, like, yes, you're not going to get like the whole ascot guy thing. Like, you're not going to get necessarily all the fancy tasting notes like some of us are capable of. Like, every once in a while I can pick up some more interesting ones, but like, I'm not an expert at this. You know, I've been drinking for a little while.
And you're not wrong, by the way.
To do what?
You're not wrong. That's the other thing. You're not wrong with whatever you pick up.
Whatever you pick up. The thing I was going to tell people as advice, 2 things to think about. One, when you're doing your tasting notes, or whether it's starting with the smell, so you want to check out the nose. Obviously, you kind of want to look at it, like look at the legs, and then there's like sort of the front, middle, and back of your palate, right? In terms of what you're actually going to taste. Instead of being like, go ahead.
Let's stop real quick for just a second. I don't think people really understand what legs are. So legs are, if you were to, like, you've seen Jack earlier, he was doing this number. He was kind of like just holding it and doing that. And he was bringing it up like this. And so a lot of times you'll see remnants of it stream down the side of the glass. Yeah. Viscosity. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we call legs. In the bourbon world.
So those are like, so you're checking out, you're examining the whiskey, right? You want to know, is this going to be a thicker whiskey, like on your palate and things like that? And you'll understand when you try one that might taste a little bit like thin in your mouth, and one that tastes like you've just drank like maybe something a little bit oily, almost like it's heavier. You'll notice a difference. Again, you don't necessarily have to quantify it. The thing I would encourage people is like, come up with a way to describe what you're experiencing. You don't have to have the fanciest terms. Just don't say smooth, because that doesn't really describe anything, and that's like a pet peeve for most people, is don't call it smooth. Well, people will, and that's fine. You know, we're all going to get over it. Right. But like, try to think of something that
smooth is not a word. It's not adjective you want to use
for what you're tasting or what you're smelling. Something that you've come up with. Yeah,
juicy,
juice,
or moist.
Moist.
Ooh, oh God. Oh
Moist.
God. Yeah, that's ooh.
Here we go.
But anyway.
Now, and the other thing.
Go ahead.
So to go off of what David's saying here is the way that I will drink it. We've passed nosing. Now the way that I'll drink it is they call it a chew, but what I like to do is I'll take it in and I'll slurp it in, kind of like a red wine. You want to slurp it in with, and then put a little bit of the tip of your tongue and kind of just get it kind of bubbling with the inhale, and then slowly kind of mush it back to the back of your mouth, swallow it, and then exhale through your nose. And that'll also kind of open up some of the arrangements. That's
interesting. Do you open your mouth at the same time when you exhale through your nose?
I do not.
I'm just curious if that's something you'd want to do, because it would be both of those palates going at the same time. You have your olfactory and your tongue, 2 major areas that would pick up, taste.
Jack, are you all right, man?
That's because we said moist. That's the reason.
Oh, okay. I was like, I just saw that.
Bringing back memories for Chuck.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. We're not doing
zoom
that.
the camera in this time.
No, we're not doing that. You're not doing.
Just when he thought he was done with therapy.
No.
Jack has been great so far. He's been well behaved. Well behaved, Jack. We're gonna have to rename the donkey up there.
That's hilarious.
The donkey that over is going to be well behaved Jack.
Well behaved Jack. Hee-haw.
Dude, that was hilarious when Mark was doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, on the float. That was so much fun. That was such a good day when we all.
That was so much fun, dude. Wow, we drank so much. I still have the extra bottle too.
That's where my bottle. Anyway, my bottle aged. Colonel Taylor.
The Colonel Taylor. You're like, I got this 10-year-old Colonel Taylor. I'm like, it's small batch. You're like, it's 10 years old. It's been in my house for 10 years.
It wasn't small batch. It was single barrel.
I was being facetious.
But I know. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I do.
Now, one other thing you can do is after you've gone and neat, instead of adding water to the actual glass itself into your whiskey, you could just take just a little sip of it. And that will, whatever's remaining in on your tongue and in your throat, that'll kind of hydrate that a little bit. And then even with the water on your tongue as well, you can come back in right after you do a sip, and then come in and do a sip of
funny.
this.
That's what she used to say.
Yeah. Hey, keep it on your tongue.
It helps.
Come on, that was fun.
You know, no, you say that now, like I watch our viewers go up, and it's like, you guys responded to that, really? You guys are like, hey,
Go up and then go down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway. But yeah, the point is basically to look for, there's like different sort of phases of sampling the drink, and just pay attention to each one of those phases. You don't necessarily have to have like a dissertation about each one or be really fancy about it, but just notice them and pay attention to them. That would be my recommendation.
Oh yeah, and you know, if you're just getting into the thing too, another neat habit to do is take notes.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people do that. There's apps that are just for that.
Take notes. Yeah, exactly. Take notes of what you're finding, and you know, and for me, you know, my palate moves around different things, and I've you know fallen into the niche where I'm really enjoying rye, and it wasn't always that way, but you will find, you know, what you prefer.
Well, I think
it'll help you find it. It'll help you narrow it down.
Well, I think there's two parts to that. I really want to encourage people to pick out the notes they feel, because I think that's what makes bourbon unique. Yeah. I think that's what makes bourbon unique. Like, so when, like Jack was talking about, so now I have a clean, neat glass. All right. So when you take it in, if you're good, well, I'll do it in a moment, but when you take it in, you want to pick out the notes that you actually taste. Like, so like, for example, I'm originally from Southern California, right? So my notes, definitely when it comes to peppers and stuff like that, are much different from people that were born in the South or born in the Northeast or whatever, right? So like they could pick up and say, like, I get black pepper. I'm like, dude, I don't think you know what pepper is, right? You know, like I get no pepper, you know, it's all sweetness or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think a lot of times you have to really trust your instincts and what you taste. You may go, I just taste fire. Okay, that's called cinnamon. All right. So yeah. And so that's fine. That's fine. It means it's a little higher proof than what you're used to, and that's okay. But don't be upset with if you don't get the same, like when somebody says, well, I'm drinking the same thing as you, and I get vanillas and caramels, and you're like, well, I want some freaking caramels. I love caramel. Why can't I get caramel? Right? Don't get upset about that. Just do what you get.
I had that exact experience with somebody, not an experienced whiskey drinker, but you know, they do drink some whiskey. We were at a liquor store together and we saw Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel there, right? I'm like,
oh, by the way, like probably the best Toasted Barrel.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, this shit is so good. It's like toasted marshmallows. Like, I'm getting a bottle right now. This is so good. And then I talked to him about it a couple of days later because my excitement encouraged him to buy a bottle as well. I'm like, so what'd you think? He's like, I don't think it tastes like marshmallows at all. I think it tastes like whiskey. And I'm like, well, it's going to be whiskey, but we'll have some notes that taste like, so like, again, this is a question of experience. This isn't dunking on anybody, but like, if you hear these tasting notes, don't think it's just necessarily going to taste just like that and nothing else. It's still going to primarily taste like whiskey. We'll pick up notes of these other things in it rather than like, so if you're more used to like a flavored liquor or something like that, where it's like, you know, a cherry something or other vodka, and yeah, you drink it, it's going to taste exactly like cherries and nothing at all like vodka, really, because they're trying to mask it, right? They don't really do that with good whiskey, so it's like you're going to find these cool flavors and pick up these notes and stuff like that, stuff that we get excited about, but like it's not going to beat you over the head with it necessarily.
So Chuck actually brought up a great point. Okay. So there's several great points here. So like, what he means by preparing your palate for it, right? So like for example, if I was going to have I was going to rum tasting, I'm not going to Doritos
first.
Actually, that's probably not a bad idea. That or something that's like an acid that's different than it. Think about it for a meal. Like if you want a steak, do you want to eat beef jerky all day long before you go have the steak? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have that same setup for it all day long. Yep. The other thing is too is like in between drinks, you guys don't see it as much, but we sit here and all of us have got water, you know?
Yeah.
And we're rinsing our mouth out.
Yeah, we do. We all got water.
Most of us have. I got water.
I got water too. So
I just have different whiskey right here. I'm like,
I got water too.
Okay, three of the four.
Yeah. So I can give myself horrible
drinking
whiplash.
water, and we're
Water.
rinsing off the previous notes that we might have had. All right, so. And then when you're looking at, for example, like bourbon, so like maybe not go have Spanish food or Mexican food right before you have bourbon. Probably not a good idea. If you're going to do that, go ahead and just have tequila, right? That might be your best choice. And the reason why is because you've already got a lot of heavy salts, you got a lot of heavy spices. You've already probably got some.
I do like Four Roses with Mexican food though. I do find that that tends to pair
I have a
pretty
hard
easily.
time with Four Roses. It's not one of my favorite, man. It's just not.
The
I
single
have an
barrel-
anniversary bottle of theirs, and
I
I
like-
can't. I've had it for 10 years. I cannot get through that damn bottle.
I do like their single barrels.
Yeah, the single barrels are nice. I think.
I've
You're right, Four
tried-
Roses otherwise, I can kind of like take or leave. Like not bad, but like nothing to write home about. I did. the
Big
single
fan
barrel
of
is solid.
Bardstown, by the way. Not that I'm
Yeah.
a big.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Nowhere near.
The first
Wait,
time-
wait, wait. Which one's that one that you invest in again?
Wait a second.
No, wait. Let me do mine. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. I gotta turn the volume up too.
Almost.
You kind of stalled that on us.
Yeah,
I know what you're
Couldn't hear
doing.
that?
that failed.
We heard like a.
There you go. That's better.
I'm glad we went through that as part
Yeah.
of our life tonight. But
We're all very. Good job. All right.
Okay.
you definitely got to clean your palate for it. So think about
Yes.
it's kind of like red wine. So red wine, I think I'm not a wine drinker, so I apologize about saying something that sounds stupid or maybe even retarded. Like, well, all right, it could happen. But I think you want to have like you would pair a red with meat, right? A bourbon goes well with meat as well.
Air. With air, everything.
I agree with you, but I'm trying to say if we're talking about food, right?
I know.
So like a white would go. I think I could be wrong. I don't drink wine. I do apologize. I'm not a wine drinker, so please forgive me. And if you got hate mail you want to send to either Jack Frost or David Papaya, and that's where we're gonna go with that, all right?
Jack Frost could totally be our hate mail guy.
That's fine.
There you go.
He could-
I think we got to set up an
Responsibility
account. I
alone.
think we got to set up a hate mail account called jackfrost@gmail.com.
Like, I hate
I already
Jack
did.
at gmail.com or something like that. Like,
You know what? We're doing it. I will set it up tomorrow.
There it is.
there you go.
What's funny? It's probably going to be I hate Jack Frost 752 because
Probably.
there's probably going to be 754
Somebody
of
hates
them.
Jack Frost
50
before.
I'm
before
sorry,
we did.
51 of them. I'm dyslexic. It happens. But
It's
my
all
point.
good.
But my point being is what he was trying to say is, or what he was asking about is, you definitely want to prepare your palate for it. Like so,
Yep.
there are certain things that you don't want to have. Like when you have a steak, think about from a food perspective. If you like steak, I love steak. You
Mhm.
get all those. I like it medium rare, mostly rare, but you get all those bloods and all that stuff in there, and you can taste all those natural salts plus the salt you might have put on it and the pepper. That's what you want. That's what your expectations are. All right. It's kind of like when we try a new bourbon. That's kind of the thing with us. We have these expectations. We want warm caramel, vanilla, a little bit of black pepper, probably, and some toasted notes of cinnamon, maybe. All right. That would be our dream drink, probably, for the most of us,
A little
right?
bit of maple in there.
Ooh, I forgot about maple because that's because I'm on a freaking hate thing with them because I'm banned from them. Don't even know why.
Oh, the company?
Yeah,
You talk about them a lot less now that you've gotten banned from their tasting room.
I got banned from coming in their showroom.
Oh, you can't go in at all?
I can't. Like, are you Jody? I'm like, I am. And they're like, yeah, you're not allowed in here. No, I'm like, what did I do? Did I steal something? They're like, no, nothing at all. They won't even tell me what I've done.
Wow.
86.
No, well, we're not going to talk about it on the live show. 'Cause
It's
you've told me
not good.
before what you think you've been banned for.
Well, I mean, I did think back in all I did was like 4
You know
years
what you
ago.
did.
I thought Shauna was cute, and I
You
said,
did it. You know you did.
but I didn't mean it like that. I was just like, hey, you're a cute girl. You should. And she's like, I don't have anybody yet. And I'm like, well, you should find somebody, and this, that, and whatever. And I mean, if you don't, I'll come back and I'll hit on you again because that's what I do. And I did that.
That's innocent.
There we go.
Anyway,
It's all good.
it's still really good whiskey. Whatever
It
you
is.
think.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
very
I'm not
good.
going to knock them.
Your ability to go to.
I mean, they've been on our
distillery.
show. I mean, freaking what's his name that used to be the owner? He's been on our show. Clark, H.
Why
Clark.
don't you talk to him and see if you can get
You
you
know,
a
here's the
reinstated?
thing. We're talking about the
Well,
I'd
company.
H.
like to
Clark
go.
H. Clark is not no longer owns it. It's
No.
it's now the guy from Jack Daniel's owns it now. Whatever his name is. He was the master distiller, and I don't know what his name is, but that's who owns it now. And either way, so I'm on the ban list.
But you know, for those people that don't realize, has never had the company, and I'm fortunate enough that I got a couple bottles from them and through friends. This is not Knob Creek's smoked maple,
No,
which
No.
is so
I gave that to David.
syrupy,
Yeah.
sweet, God,
I could only get through a drink of it. I'm like, that's
This
going to
is
be a mixer.
good maple.
something.
It's
Just
way too sweet,
it's
man.
maple.
I stopped
yeah.
after one drink. I
I drained for that. That was like that thing that Mark got us that time. That freaking Shitty Creek thing he got us. I think that's what it's called.
The creek water or whatever.
I think it was called Shitty Compton Creek.
Compton Creek.
But yeah, no, we're not talking about that.
Dude, that was the worst stuff I've ever had in my life. God, that was bad.
It's called Compton Creek. Their logo.
What it's called.
Hey, palate ringing.
Shitty Compton Creek.
Oh wow.
But anyway, so I think what we've shown you tonight, and we've talked about it, is all the different things that you can pick up. But here's, if I can leave you with one note, no pun intended. But if I can leave you with one thing to remember, is that your sensation of bourbon is what makes it unique, and that's what makes it palatable for me, and for, I would hope, all of us in the bourbon community, is that I like the taste of bourbon. I like the taste of bourbon almost as much as I like the taste of sweet iced tea with orange in it. I mean, it's so good. All right. So that's what I love, right?
Wait, you say bourbon's almost as good as sweet iced tea with an orange?
I'm just going to be honest with you, man. If I had to pick one of the two to survive, I'm going to take sweet iced tea with orange.
I don't think either of those are going to help you survive.
No, I'm not saying either
No,
one of them.
but
Both of them are going to
that's
dehydrate.
the you get to
and
have.
it's diabetes.
Both of them are going to give me a dehydrant. So that's going to happen,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if I had to pick one, they said you can live 100 years, you have to drink one. I'm going to have sweet iced tea with orange in it. Because I didn't have that as a kid.
I think Wilford Brimley's going to come visit you.
Who?
Wilford.
Yeah, diabetes.
The
Oh
diabetes
yeah.
guy.
Oh, the guy
Diabetes.
who died of diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yes.
Yeah,
The other way he said diabetes.
Diabetes. There's so many Family Guy jokes.
But
about it.
sweet iced tea. Mm-hmm.
No, I had sweet iced tea at Thanksgiving at
He
Jody's
did,
mom's
he did,
place.
he did.
I really did.
By the way,
I-
we talked about everything. So let's talk about that real quick. So
Time
let's talk about
some shenanigans.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving?
We made it to 11 minutes left in the show.
We had a great Thanksgiving at his mom's place. I got to meet some of his cousins,
And I didn't want to go either.
Was
was
I a buffer? Can I ask you straight up? Was I a buffer to make sure shit didn't pop off?
No, you were. I just, when you were like, "Hey, I want to go because they're talking too much Trump or something," I was like, "Yeah, let's go." I don't like Trump either. That's what I was going to do.
Fucking liberal.
I'm like, they're going to think I'm a closet liberal. I'm like, I'm totally cool with that because that's how much I love this.
But everybody
Liberal.
was really nice. They showed me a lot of kindness, welcomed me into their, your mom's
But
house.
you found out where I get my personality from.
I understand you come by it honest, pretty much most of it. So between that and PTSD, it kind of explains your personality. Like
It does.
But yeah, that wasn't
I'm
much
a
of a joke, as I
solid
admit.
individual.
But no, everyone was really nice. The food was great. I got to load up. I
Cool.
got to take food home. Yeah, everyone was really nice. I enjoyed myself. Got a good family there, Jody. Son was there. Person was there. He was looking sharp. So
He was the Hulk.
yeah, he's hulking out.
He was
Very polite.
he's
No,
big, very
he
polite.
was like Clark Kent. That's who he really looks like.
He does.
Without the
He
glasses.
does.
He's
He
like
does.
Clark Kent without the glasses.
He does.
Okay.
He's so big.
Would that be Superman?
Yeah, but he's like Superman, like
But doing like a bad job of disguising himself.
yeah. Like
That's what it
he's
looks
like he's like I'm not.
He's like, I'm totally Clark Kent without glasses. News and stuff, journalism. Yep, I'm gonna go hit somebody now.
Like, where's the Joker?
Right.
Or whomever, right? So
Brainiac or whatever.
he's super smart and super
Mhm.
deep.
That's cool.
So I want to leave you guys with so we got 9 minutes, a little bit less than 9 minutes. So I want to hit you guys with something. I'm gonna leave it here, and this is where I'm gonna leave it tonight. All right, so I'm not getting religious, but we are in the Advent, and if you are a person of faith, it's the 4 weeks before Christmas, right? And so you have the hope candle, you have the love candle, you have the pure candle, you got all of them, right? So you have everything. And so the first week is hope. And so the other night I got back from so Preston had I want to say this. So Preston had asked me, he's like, this is my son. So he called me, he's like, hey, we're gonna move some stuff. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go pick up these chairs. You want to go with me? He's like, nah, Dad, I don't want to go. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go take the dogs out, and I'm getting ready to leave. He's like, and so he called me like 5 times. He's like, hey, Dad, I want to go with you. So he's like, his intuition kicked in. He wanted to hang out with Dad, right? And he's so we're going down the road. We're driving down the road. It's 33 minutes to fucking Muhad house, or not his house. Like, so this guy, he's some type of Muslim. I'm not sure what he is. I don't mean that negative.
I thought you were going with that. That's all.
No, he's some type of
Arabic
combatant. All right. And
I mean, you don't.
So
am I then, technically, if that's what
I mean, here's the difference. I've actually taken arms against those people, but not you. But
yeah,
just facts, just saying. And I won't say yet because I've already told you I'll give you protection. You have a safe place.
I make a reference to the fact that I'm 21% Arab, so like that's
wow, that does bother
23 and me. It's very specific. I know.
All right, so that does bother me. We're gonna have to talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Later.
I know I'm super white. Like I get it. But I am actually 21% Arab.
So that does bother me. But anyway,
sorry.
We'll call
it just slipped out. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
We'll call him Mahmed. Mahmed. So he had to get a translator for us to talk. So he's like, "Are you on your way?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm already here." And I told you I would be leaving from church. I'm going straight from church. I'm going to go home and change my. I even told him what I was doing. I'm going to take my suit off.
You're like, I'm going home to my Christian church.
Yeah, well, I did say that. I did say it because we get out of church at this time. I'm going to leave from church and I'm going to do this, right? And so Hussein, he's like,
I was going to give him a different Arab name every time.
So Osama was like, so we got there. And so Preston. Well, anyway, so Preston was like, I don't want to go. I'm like, all right, that's cool. It is what it is. And so
what did Abdul say?
Well, we ain't got to Abdul yet.
You mean
Okay. We got Ahmed. We got Stephen. And but anyway,
what's his name actually, Stephen?
No, his name was really like Muhammad or something like that. It was or maybe Mahid. I don't know what his name was. It was some bunch of freaking words and some vowels and a U. All right. And
well, that narrows it down.
Hold on a second. I'll spell it for you guys. Maybe we can do that. So anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, a super nice guy, other than the fact we could not speak English. And so I've been sitting there for 30 minutes waiting to pick up these bourbon chairs. And he sent me to a storage unit area, like this giant storage unit that's across the street from the storage unit he actually has.
So he owns a storage unit.
No.
Or he has this storage unit.
He has a storage unit over here. But he was like, hey, I want you to go to this one. I'm like, cool. I'm over there. And so I'm like, I sent him this message. I'm like, dude, I'm here. I'm only going to wait 5 more minutes. I'm leaving. And so I had waited 30 minutes. I'm like, dude, I'm gone. It is what it is. I'm gone. Me and Preston's getting ready to eat part of my truck. So he's hungry, right?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I can see him doing that. Yeah.
And he's a giant kid. He's like the Hulk.
Take a bite
he's
out
like,
of
Hulk hungry, you know? and so he's like, he's giant kid, like just the biggest kid ever. And so He's like, Dad, why we
He's a
waiting
large
around?
person.
And he's like, why we waiting around for Hassan? And I'm like, I don't know. I think his name starts with M. He's like, I don't care. They're all criminals. And I'm like, I agree with you. He's like, we're probably getting
This
screwed.
conversation didn't happen.
And so he's
They're all criminals. I did not hear Preston say.
So he's like, look, Muhammad is either going to be here or not, right? And so so we're at the end of this, and so we're literally driving off. I send him my phone number. I'm like, dude, I'm done with this. It's on Marketplace, all right? By the way, I've never had good experience. This was only going to reconfirm that Marketplace sucks, all right? So I'm like, look, Ahmed, we're not doing this, all right? So I'm leaving. I've been here 30 minutes. I'm leaving, all right? I gotta go feed the freaking Hulk, all right? And so we're driving down the road. He calls me. He's like, and so he's just talking to me in Arabic, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying at all. I don't have any IT issues at all right now. So there's nothing going on IT world for me.
There are a lot of Arab dudes in IT. That's true.
Yeah. Oh, I know it is.
That's definitely true.
It's either that or Indians.
Indian.
So I was like, or
And
Pakistani.
Nepalese. Yeah, and Pakistani. That's true.
Or Indonesian. But either way, they're like 12 of the 4 countries are Muslim.
Okay.
So anyway, he's talking to me all this. He's talking to me all these crazy languages. I'm like, he's like, English not my best English or my best whatever. I'm like, you, and all I could say was, you don't say. All right.
But the chairs, man.
So I just want chairs. He's like, hold on. So I pull over on the side of the road on this freaking road. He's like, I'll be there in 2 minutes. So I understood that. So I parked in this place. So this guy comes by in like this big ass freaking truck, not like a truck like I have, like a moving van truck. All right, comes by, and he's like, he honks at me. He's like, follow me. I'm like, and Preston's like, hey, that's Osama. Let's do it. And I'm like, I don't think we should. And so we do. We follow him. We follow him through the gates and all. And he opens up the thing. He's like, so you here for how many chairs? I'm like, 2. And he's like, you want 6? I'm like, I don't want 6. I want 2. And he's like, hey, you want some mirrors? I'm like, I don't want any mirrors. He goes, what about TV? You want TV? What about a refrigerator? And so I'm walking away with the things I purchased. I'm walking away with it. And Preston's like,
what was the charger for a TV though? Hang on.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask him.
What are the deals?
I didn't ask him.
I need a TV, and
so,
I don't have a lot of money.
So he goes through the whole scenario with Preston. He's like, you need a bed? You need refrigerator? I got that. And he does. We were only 5 feet into his place, his storage shed. And I was like, did you steal everything from every person? Like my chairs, my brand new chairs, by the way, that are brand new. Okay. I'm not sure they're not hot. All right. And I think Osama.
Did you steal like Mitch McConnell's chairs that he ordered?
It could have been. It could have been. Or they could have been. What's the senator?
I think like Kentucky Bourbon, someone
from Arizona. What's his name? Harry, whatever his name is. That might have been his chairs. The Democrat guy, Harry something another, has an airport named after him in Arizona. I forget the name of it.
Shit, I think I know what you're talking about. I can't think of who it is though.
He was.
Mark's not here. He'll be able to tell us.
Yeah, because he's
Oregon.
No,
he's dead.
Oregon. He is dead. This guy's dead, but his name, his first name, what?
Barry Goldwater.
I said Harry, not Barry. We're not talking about in the last 40 years there, tough guy. We're talking about in the last 5 years.
That's kind of a strong reaction, but
I'm sorry.
I hear you. There you go. Okay. All right.
I do apologize.
Just bringing it back, man. We're just talking about the airport named after. Hang on a second.
Harry Reid. Harry Reid. That's his name. Harry Reid.
Harry Reid Airport?
Yeah, it's in Arizona or Nevada. It's one of those states.
I'm Googling. Hang on.
He's dead.
Harry Reid International Airport in Nevada.
Nevada, yeah.
Airport in Paradise, Nevada.
Nevada, yeah.
Is it really a paradise?
So anyway, so it might have been his chairs we stole, his bourbon chairs.
Yeah.
So anyway,
but you got them now, and that's the point. And they're really nice.
I mean, they're
and what's
decent.
the statute of limitations?
Oh no, they only cost me $40 a piece, and
Oh.
they're brand fucking new, man. They're brand new.
Seriously? Okay. For
I can
40
show
bucks?
you, but I don't want to take my.
Yeah. No, I want to see it. I want to see.
I
it on
want to take.
Saturday.
I want to put the crime scene up there.
Okay. I might. I won't say who on air that I might invite to come with.
Oh yeah, I'm with
But
you.
I think I will reach out.
Yeah, that'd be probably Saturday or Sunday. We'll do that.
Okay. Well,
One of those days.
Sunday I can't. Saturday I can.
Well, either way, I'm just telling you, it'd be either Saturday or Sunday.
Cool.
Here's the reason why. I gotta move some stuff that I want to get out of here, and so I may do that all day Saturday. I may do it all day Friday. It just really depends on the weather, right?
Okay.
And like it's snowing icy right now here in Tennessee,
Is it?
where I live.
I know where you're
We
at.
haven't even gotten snow yet in Colorado.
I just got fucking rain here. All I got is rain.
Dude, I
would love to not go to work tomorrow. I can't.
my dogs are
Okay.
buttholes, and so they're kind of dainty, like their owner, I guess, and they're like, we're not going to go outside and poop in the coldness. So
when the weather's bad, they'll look at it and be like, oh no, you're cleaning this up later.
yeah. So Winston, he put like this man-sized turd out there. I'm like, and then he comes to me, he's like, dude, I don't know who done this. It's ginormous. And I'm like, well, there's only 3 of us in here. And I've been looking at your brother the whole time. Chief, who is 19 pounds.
So Winston's like, why did you do that?
Or your 46-pound dog over here. And then I've been in my seat. And here's the thing. I'm not typically like this, but I don't like to poop in the floor. You know? So it's not really my jam, you know?
Notice he said typical. But yeah.
I mean, I can't say it's never happened. What I'm saying, I don't think it's
Have we gone to the after show yet? Is this?
Not
Do
Do you remember what's his face?
Used to.
We should, but do you remember what's his face? That used Hal? Was that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He had the best stories.
He really did. He really did. He had some great stories that we will never stay alive. You had to be there. And if you're not in the VIP, gotta reach out.
Love, share us.
Gino,
Be good to yourself. Woo! Don't drink and drive. Drink responsibly.
And if you do drink and drive, keep it between the lines. Some lines, at least.
That's not good advice. Anyway, you guys be good to yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next week. All right. Cheers.